Hey Elevator, and welcome back to this yoga practice where we're going to be walking you through some hamstring openers. These exercises are designed to open up and elongate the backside of your body, which shortens when we sit all the time. So we're going to walk you through the elephant walks and also the Jefferson curls.
Yes, these are my absolute two favorite hamstring exercises. The other thing this works really amazing for is if you have any lower back tightness. Like Britt's saying, if you sit a lot, if you're a truck driver, or if you're a bound to the desk kind of person, or just like chilling on the couch for too long, if you will take a break every hour or so and just roll through like what we're just about to show you right here, I cannot tell you how improved you'll feel. And the big deal about this is you'll sleep better, because a lot of times when you get that lower back pain, sleep becomes uncomfortable, and now you're carrying your yesterday's problems into tomorrow. And so you really want to be trying to figure out how can you do these as often as possible. They're simple to do, and we're going to show you now.
And one thing that you're going to need is some type of elevation. For us, we're going to be using a slant board and yoga blocks. So if you have yoga blocks available, we highly recommend you grab 2 of those right now. And if you don't have those yoga blocks available, then I encourage you to find a step in your house, any type of stair that you can elevate yourself off the ground, so that when we do the Jefferson curls, you've got room between where you're parallel to the ground would normally be, but you're elevated so you can go even further. So find yourself some yoga blocks or a step and come join us.
All right, to get started with elephant walks, what you're gonna do is take 2 yoga blocks. I have a lot less flexibility than Britt does, so she's gonna be able to put her hands basically on the ground. Put your hands down on the yoga blocks or something that's elevated at all, and you're going to straighten one leg out while the other one's bent, and you're gonna swap the legs. So you're gonna straighten the other one and straighten. Straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Okay. And between each rep, what you're gonna wanna do is just give yourself a little pause. This is not something that you do really quick. You're gonna breathe with this the entire time. The big part about hamstrings or any kind of part of our body that's tight is that you're trying to communicate to the nervous system that you want to relax.
Make sure your pants aren't in the way.
About every 10 reps or so, one of the things that I like to do is straighten both legs out and just sit there for about 10 seconds, or just mentally count to 10. It doesn't need to be perfect. Whenever I'm doing these, I also like to do them for some reason for 36 reps. So 36 on each side. And then when I want to move on, when that's good for me and I'm feeling really comfortable, I'd go up to 72. So I like to increase in I normally don't go above that amount, but 36 is where I want us to be today. Okay, now for me, my hamstrings have warmed up. I'm gonna make the yoga blocks a little bit shorter so I can get a little bit more stretch out of it. I'm still gonna put my hands down and just one leg at a time, straighten, bend the other one, and then straighten and bend the opposite leg. The goal eventually would be to be able to fully palm the floor with your hand. And keep breathing, keep relaxing. Notice if you're trying to hold your breath. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your body. You're just trying to relax as much as possible. And if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going too far, this is too much, you need to back off.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to injure your hamstrings, because that takes a
forever
long time to recover from.
All right,
So
you're gonna
go
hold that
easy.
again real quick too. Hold it on this one.
I'm bringing my elephant walks to the sky.
Let's do another big round.
Cosmo's helping out today.
You know, so we're outside today. If you can do any of this kind of work outside in some sunshine, it's cold today. If it's cold outside, still get out. The sunshine and get out there. There's something about being out here in nature, I think, that goes really well with flexibility, really well with kind of calming the nervous system. If you can ever take a break during your work and get outside and do these stretches, even better. Let your eyes focus on things that are far away from you or near. Okay, let's hold this for 10 again. All right, we're gonna do 6 more. And I want you to notice on this one, where are you feeling it now? Is it still in your hamstrings that you're feeling the tension? Are you feeling your lower back release a little more? Like what's letting go? What's tightening up? Where's the restriction at? So let's do 6 more, and just slow, so slow. There's no rush here. such a good break from work. And if you've been staring at a computer or a road or anything like that for a long time, while you do these, just close your eyes down. Like just make the whole rest of the world disappear for a minute. I'm gonna do one more each side. Oh, it feels so good. All right, next up we're gonna do Jefferson curls. Britt is going to be on the blocks, and I'm gonna do this my favorite way, using a slant board. I was lucky enough to have this built for me. You can buy these online, buy them on Amazon. If you're handy with tools, you can build one. And the slant board, what I really like about this specifically, if you're gonna do Jefferson curls, is that it causes your calf to be in a stretched position. And so a lot of times the limiting factor of our hamstring is how tight our calves are. So when you stand on the slant board, you're in a position where your calves are already stretching. And so if you do curls off of this, you get just a little bit extra that you don't normally get from standing. These work perfectly. This is not something that, like, don't do it this way, this is what you got. But if you had this, it's just kind of a little bonus thing. Now the way Jefferson curls work is you're gonna start standing up. You're gonna keep your quads flexed a little bit so that your hamstrings are in this like nice elongated position. You don't really wanna bend your knees here. You don't have to flex them like you're trying to go crazy, but just a nice straight into them. And what you wanna do is start to curl your body over, starting with the neck going down, curling your shoulders over, rounding the back, like one vertebrae at a time, until you go all the way down, and then you're gonna slowly come back up. Reversing that motion. You go nice and slow. Again, none of these are speed reps. We're not trying to get maximum reps in the amount of time or anything like that. Let's do another one. Curl over.
And if touching your feet, your knees, the floor feels too hard, then give yourself permission to just go where is most comfortable for you without going beyond your limits.
The goal is to articulate the spine. Like, you want to be curling that spine as much as possible. Now, if you're a person who this is like, oh my gosh, this is too easy, I don't feel the stretch in this, which probably is not everybody, but what I like to do is grab a couple weights. These are just 5-pound weights out of my weight vest that I've got handy. You're just gonna hold a couple of them. And you can get a little heavier than this. Normally I'll use 25 to maybe 45 pounds, but always start light and see how that feels. What this is gonna do is just allow you to get pulled a little further into the stretch. And for me, this feels really good. Again, I'm not trying to get maximum depth here. That's not the goal. The goal is just to feel the stretch. So I'm gonna curl myself over, down, down, and let the weights hang and let it pull me just a little bit at that bottom. Just the extra weight will let me pull. The way Britt's doing it by grabbing her elbows is perfect. I'm gonna round myself back out of this. Perfect. Let's do a few more reps of these, and then I want you to hold that last one like we did before. Once you get to about 10 reps, 8 to 10 reps, I like to hold that. Again, we're communicating to our body, this is safe for us, this is something that we can do, so the body won't tense and lock up. And so when you stretch a little bit and then you hold that last position for a little bit longer, that's communicating like, hey, this is okay, I'm used to this, we're calm, we're breathing through this, we're not tensing up anything extra. And so it really allows you to start pulling in the flexibility much faster. When we started this off, I could not touch anything but my maybe mid thighs. I couldn't bend over at all. And so doing these exercises has allowed me to just start working this. And again, the lower back is the goal. I mean, the lower back, once that frees up, you feel so much better all day long. So let's get a few more of these in, and we're gonna hold that last one. Let's do 4 more. Then we're gonna hold that last one for 10 seconds, and that'd be good enough.
Yeah, this is definitely one of your go-to exercises that I see you doing every single night. Especially considering your journey of how far you've come from not only being able to, I mean, you could lift your arms just partially above your head, and then you could only touch right above your knees. And you were in your 20s at that time. I
think when people ask me, if you go back and tell your younger self something, what would it be? And definitely one of those things to be get into some sort of flexibility or mobility work earlier. Because man, I think I lived in a lot of pain and didn't know it. This is just 3 down. Curl that spine back up.
It's like the ultimate cat pose.
It's perfect. All right, last one. On this one, we're gonna hold it for 10, count of 10 at the bottom. Really let yourself relax. You can close your eyes down if you want to. Whew. Feels so good. And being on the slant board is awesome. My calves are are loosening up while we're doing this.
My
I mean,
knees just unlocked.
the feeling of this is incredible. And once you, for the slant board, like the way I use it real quick, just to show you, if you end up with a slant board, is I'm just trying to get my foot on it and then step the other foot eventually over it to stretch the calf out. So eventually maybe you're here, or maybe you're doing it with both feet, and maybe that's tense for now. You want to be getting your hips forward as much as possible. Then eventually you want to be kind of stepping over it and see if you can keep that back foot in a straight line. This has helped how my feet feel, how I walk, how I move. Doing something like this is amazing. And I'll just sit on here, and if you text message people or you want to look on social media or something like that, get on one of these and just sit there and do it while, so you're preoccupied doing something else, but the stretch is still happening. The benefit here is just so enormous for the very little amount
Everyone's
of work.
Everyone's going to be texting like this with their chin up, calves flexed.
Please start. I'm telling you, you'll feel better, you'll sleep better, everything will be better.
Well, let us know how you enjoyed this practice in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.